to the side. Man, how is it possible with so much that you can still find something to be like stressed out about? It just seems so unimportant. All this stuff I keep stressing about seems so unimportant if I just think about people in India, or the super gnarly off the path small town in the middle of like Afghanistan or Russia or something where they got nothing. But also now that it makes me think that with a lot less, maybe are they just happier just that they got what they got? It's funny how you end up when you don't really have to grow up struggling a lot. Because it makes me feel like the things I'm stressed out about aren't valid. They're not valid in the grand scheme of things. And that I'm stressing out about not making enough money when really it's like I have more than enough money. I'm just a product of being around a situation where it requires more money. I think that's what I'm really frustrated about. That I've fallen into this situation where like it's the money to provide for my kids around in the place, in the area of the world which I am. And I'm selfish. And I'm a selfish person who gets like butthurt when he doesn't get enough time to do his own stuff. And that's not really a good option to be as a parent, I'd say. You just can't be so selfish. And I'm still really trying hard at that. And I find myself slipping like every day. Just being attached to my phone too much and not utilizing the few extra minutes or times with my kids or with my wife. Or telling them that I appreciate what they're doing, or that I'm pretty good about saying I love you. But I think showing it and making the time more special is, I'm just not great at that part. Then I beat myself up over it, and I just start feeling just bad about myself. And yeah, I've just noticed since I became attached to people, like being married or having children, I've been a lot more aware of how good I am at like parenting stuff, and how not good I am. And usually I'm pretty hard on myself, and I'm just kind of like I don't think I'm doing a great job. I don't think I'm doing a terrible job. But I was running the other day, and I just feel like a C+, maybe on a good day a B-. And that just kind of seems like the grade that I've always kind of hovered around. And if we're talking about actual literal grades, I got excellent grades in high school because it's not hard. It's not hard because the teachers give you the answers and they tell you what to do. You just have to carve out a little bit of time to do them at some point. And you don't even have to study that much. But that's my opinion, and I don't have like a learning disabilities, and I don't think I have ADHD or other obstacles that are making it harder for me. But now I just kind of always figured out that it didn't take that much effort to get things done. I started to falter a little bit in my senior year when I had got a girlfriend and I started partying more. It kind of started halfway through my junior year, the second half. But I think I kept all that to a 4.0 also, but I had a couple of 0 period classes that were super difficult. It didn't help that I was high to a lot of them, but that's how it went. And I still maintained like a 3.8 or a 3.9 for my whole high school, and I still skateboarded a lot, and I was doing volleyball and soccer and having a girlfriend for one of those years and just trying to get chicks and whatnot. So I wasn't holed up in my house studying all the time, but I just never thought it was that hard. But so as a student, I was like an A minus B plus student pretty much all the time. But as a person, I couldn't tell somebody like if you had to give yourself a grade as a person that I'm an A, because I just don't believe it. I just feel like I'm falling in that middle ground of I'm not terrible, but I'm not perfection. I think it feels bad to be honest with yourself that you're not on the better half of the person scale, you know. And I feel like it's illustrated, it's illuminated a lot because I don't have a lot of long-term, lasting relationships with any of my players, really. I don't really hear from a lot of them very often. Granted, I don't reach out to them very often either, but it also feels like no one's gonna ever tell stories of how I changed their life or I set them on the right path or anything like that. I feel like they'll just say, oh yeah, he was funny, he was nice, and volleyball was fun. Which I guess I'm okay with that, but your ego would rather have you fulfill this big motivational fatherhood role. But I haven't been a father very long, only 6 years. I'm only about 7 years. Maybe I'm not old enough to have that role just yet. Oftentimes I'm in the gym with other coaches, and most of the time I feel like I'm the worst coach of all of them. And it's not like it on paper doesn't make sense that way. And I know that the teenage mind doesn't view it, they view it as if you're the head coach, you should be the best coach. When in reality, being the head coach is, I'm realizing now, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's actually a job for suckers. I had a lot of opinions and perspective when I was a JV coach, and then when I assumed the position, I realized that now there's a lot more scrutiny on me, and really, like, the buck ends with me. The finger pointing ends with me. Nobody really gives a shit when you're a JV head coach, minus a few players not getting playing time or the parents. But everything gets funneled back to me in the entire program. And then as the head, you just have to be okay with that. And also, I'm not like a great leader. I'm not leading any great bonding experiences, or I'm really just facilitating a volleyball season for some boys that like the sport. And I guess that's part of it, but I know I could be doing more. But I'm just so not a extrovert. I just don't think I even like being around people that much. most of my day is spent by myself. Really, I'm around people, but I really don't talk to people that much. But if you talk to me, then I'll fucking talk your ear off. And I've pretty much chased away everybody in a gym conversation situation. 9 out of 10 times they'll end the conversation and leave before I can, just because I'll just fucking talk your ear off. And I always claim how okay I am with silence, but I don't know. I guess I'm not sometimes. Oh no, I would really like to work on my own self-esteem, and so my daughters can see me be a little more confident, and that will rub off on them. I think my wife is very confident mentally. She'll complain about her body a lot, but I think that's something she's always done and probably always will be. And it's not easy. It's not easy to not eat the fun things in life when, as an adult, we're doing so much each day, and the time to like have some sort of enjoyment and relaxation's been cut way down. And so food ends up being an easy thing to give us a little bit of joy. And I've been struggling with that too. Like I had like some crackers, peanuts, and pretzels yesterday in the like late morning, mid morning, and then I didn't eat anything except the last 17 peanuts that were left over from that in the afternoon. But I didn't eat anything until I got home at like 10:30. And I chased it down with a couple of brew dogs, and then I just felt super bloated. And I keep doing this, like staying up like super late, like working again and shit. And then I get home and then I'm hungry again. It's so hard to not eat late at night for me. And also, it's just like the routine's been broken up. I haven't been able to go running a lot in the morning the last few weeks because the baby was home for 3 days straight because our nanny lady was sick. Not with the 19, but just there was a stomach bug. And then what happened yesterday? Oh, I mean, I was leaving at noon, so I couldn't run, and then it was just volleyball's thrown a wrench in all the running plans, and it's days like, it's the season like this where it cuts into my own like workout like freedom, but it was fun yesterday. It was worth it. All the struggle just to get there, and then we did. We had fun. My team lost, but we still had fun. And another opportunity today. I don't know. I'm happy and I'm appreciative of what I have, but I'm understanding that I feel like I could do so much better, and I want to try each day, and I'm just finding like the hours are just flying by, and my focus is just on volleyball a little bit too much right now. I got another new coach, and I'm just not, I'm not doing a great job of giving more responsibility to the younger guys, because I don't feel like I can rely on them just yet. Maybe I should just do it and just give some away. Yeah, I don't know. Still a beautiful day.